Alright, Forest fans, Max Newton here, giving you a quick review on Talk Forest TV. Hit that like, comment and subscribe button. A quick review of Nottingham Forest 1, AFC Bournemouth 1. Disappointing result in the end. I thought we started really well. I thought first half we were surprised that there's no Milenkovic in the side. Expected him to start with Murillo at the back, and it appears that we've been done by some chicanery from the Italian FA. So he was suspended for the match. But I thought we played really well. I thought we looked comfortable on the ball. I thought we looked by far the better side. Alanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi were getting at them down the wings, and I thought Sangare had certainly his best half in a Forest shirt. I thought he played really well. I thought he was making tackles, he was picking up loose balls, he was popping it off nicely. There was a lovely little nutmeg on the right hand side, and looked really comfortable. Their goal came from a mistake from their keeper really, but created by Ryan Yates, run forward and shot, which the keeper saved. Just poor save really, pushed it straight into the path of Chris Wood, who did what Chris Wood does, and that's score goals. And I thought Chris Wood played excellently throughout the game. I thought he was winning everything in the air with his head or with his chest and laying it off and doing really well. Obviously the first half massively overshadowed by a horror injury to Danilo. It looked like a nothing incident, to be honest. We were surprised that the referee gave a foul against Danilo, and then both players were down for a while. And yeah, really surprised to see that level of concern and clear support that he needed, and even the shielding sheets to come out, which made us think there was some CPR happening or something like that. But turns out broken ankle. Sounds really serious. Certainly season ending. One of those things that could be career ending. So peace and love out to Danilo and all his friends and family. But he's young, he's strong, so hopefully he comes back. And I think when Ryan Yates came on, Ryan Yates was excellent first half. We got caught out from a quick short corner in the first half, and Bournemouth scored, but it was quite rightly disallowed for offside. And when they showed it on the screen in the ground, he was about 2 yards offside. Like, it wasn't even close. So how did it take so long to make that decision? And why have we made the decision to have semi-automatic offsides, and we're not going to get them until October? Yet they've been used in the Champions League for the past 2 seasons. They were used in the Euros. They've been used in the WSL. Why? It just doesn't make any sense. It took ages for them to make what was an obvious decision. Really bizarre. So yeah, Forest went in 1-0 up. Had a couple of other good efforts, good chances to get that second, and we always need a second against Bournemouth because they come back and they come back hard. I'd identified before the game Billings has been one of their key players, and very surprised and pleased to see that he didn't start the game and didn't come on till right near the death. Second half was a different matter. I think Bournemouth were by far the better side all over the pitch in the second half. And it came out and it was a bit end to end and a bit wild for the first 5 or 10 minutes. But then we had periods where we had possession and we had the ball deep in the Bournemouth half. Particularly a number of times near the corner flag in front of the Trent end. And we had about 5 or 6 players there, playing neat little passes, intricate balls. And you know what? None of them ended up with a shot or a cross. You've got Chris Wood in the box. You've got one of the best headers of the ball in the Premier League, consistently scoring goals with his head in the Premier League, season after season after season, and we're not putting the ball in for him. I just don't understand what the players are playing at. There was one point where I think Dominguez ran into Ryan Yates, who couldn't get out of the way of him. And we got into a bit of a mood of seeing out the game, sitting back a bit, and the Bournemouth goal was coming. They got closer and closer. We took off Callum Hudson-Odoi, which I think was a mistake, taking him off. and we took off Alanga because it was a quite bad foul on Alanga. Um, it was. I'm surprised it wasn't looked at for a red card, because they just swiped at him. It was a really really bad foul, and it caused our player to go off. But then we didn't bring on Silva, and we brought on Dominguez, who I thought was poor. And I think he has too many games where he's poor and he doesn't influence the game. And we lost control. As good as Sangare was in the first half and Ryan Yates were in the first half, we lost control of that midfield, and we didn't provide any protection to our defenders. Bournemouth just wave after wave of attack, albeit with good attacks from us. Bolly had a really well saved by the Bournemouth keeper. Taiwo had a great opportunity, headed it straight at their keeper. But unfortunately, the goal was coming, and once they'd scored, you sort of only see one winner, and real concern that the Bournemouth would get another. But they stood firm, and we got a point. We didn't get beat by Bournemouth this time. We got a point, and we're off and running in the Premier League. But can't help feeling it's 2 points dropped from what should have been a very winnable game. Yeah, come on, you Reds.